Hello there, only one Kenobi here, only one. Another Liverpool vlog starting here at the Anglican Cathedral, a place I've taken you before. But look at this new sculpture in here, or work of art, whatever you want to call it. Identity it was called, but amazing. I went here today with my mate Rich, and on we went to also the Metropolitan Cathedral, which is a different one, and then on to a Forbidden Planet, and firstly, worlds apart, but still amazing places to go. And if you want to see a full version of this vlog, you can see that on Patreon, ladies and gentlemen. It's available for you to see an uncut version looking around this cathedral and then the next one. But this is the Lady Chapel here now, which is almost like a church inside a church, man. It's a massive cathedral, so big, and that's a big thing in itself. This is the Metropolitan, and so I've never taken you here before, but I wouldn't mind going back and doing a bit of an extended look at that one. But this is the Catholic Cathedral. The other one is the Protestant, or the Church of England, but still inside here. Look at the lighting, man. It's awesome. These are beautiful stained glass windows all the way around the outside, and it's a huge open space, as you can see, circular, with chapels on the outside. So pretty impressive. I've only recently just gone inside this cathedral. It's one of those things I've never done, but it's full of amazing works of art and sculptures like this one. But that's that. If you want to see a bit more, there is a bit more on Patreon and also for channel members. But here we are now, ladies and gentlemen. This is outside, worlds apart, and always good to go here. It's quite funny about Liverpool, you know. We speak with an accent exceedingly rare. If you want a cathedral, we've got one to spare in my Liverpool home. But we've got two places as well for science fiction, pop culture, whatever you want to call it. So you've got Forbidden Planet, and then this place, Worlds Apart. And I don't know if Worlds Apart is a chain and you get more of them in the UK or not, but still, what I basically filmed was stuff that caught my eye. So these Funkos caught my eye. I don't collect them. Snow White there, quite topical, but they just caught my eye. Anything that caught my eye in here, as ever, I will film it. It's mostly 9 out of 10 Star Wars, but there's other things as well, franchises that I like that caught my eye, and I filmed it. This shelf here was the reduced shelf, so this was the first item of Star Wars with regards to the vintage collection that I saw. And then there's some 6-inch stuff there. That's the credit collection, isn't it, for Mandalorian? And just thought I'd have a flip around. What's this? Oh, that, yeah. And then there's this sandcrawler thing. This I've never seen this before. $9.99. I presume it's some sort of, I thought it was a paper thing, but I guess it's a three-dimensional, like a 3D jigsaw of some kind. But that was interesting. I don't know why I'm filming all this Funko stuff. I don't collect it, but anyway, it's some interesting characters that I like. They were on the shelf there. Ah, Frog Lady, that's right. Yeah, brilliant. Look at that. Bring her into the TVC. Can't argue and grumble at the minute, though. We've had a lot of good stuff revealed and some good stuff pipelined, I guess. Pipelines weren't that great for the last video we saw. Talking about the SDCC pipelines there, but things like the HasLab Ghost and other stuff are looking great for TVC. Anyway, on to the vintage collection section, which was a bit disappointing here. Apart from that Boba Fett starship, aka Slave One at the top there, the first section here is already 6-inch figures, and then this is just TVC bait here, almost like visual clickbait. But that is a good figure. I would get that Gamorrean guard, but you know, where would I put it? You know, I could put it somewhere, but I'm trying to focus on one scale. But that was definitely the one that interested me out of all of these. And then look at that, you see this 9 num. You see, so tempted to pick up a couple of these things here. I had to hold myself back because I do have it all on pre-order, but that's the first 9 num. This is Woof here. 9 num that I've seen in the wild, and it's still not arrived for myself yet. But you see, things like that were interesting. And then also, I think you're about to see, look at him as well, Jared. Cad Bane was on the peg as well. So stuff like that I still don't have, but I'm not going to buy it because I've already got 2 lots on order, so it's just wasting money. So it's good to look at it though. But I'll have to wait a bit longer for that to arrive. And then where are we going now? Oh yeah, just some other Star Wars stuff. This is pretty cool. I do like, it's about 6-inch, but nah. No, I do like the Genndy Tartakovsky artwork, should we say. There's a brilliant image of Mace Windu there from that series. Obviously, quite a good little crossover with the 6-inch line. And this was a cool poster. Carrie and Mark Hamill there. It was a bit of a mashup, that poster. It was almost like a Star Wars poster overall. There was a bit of Empire in there, New Hope. You see the buns of Leia there. Look at this, E.T. is now on my radar. It's I've always loved the design of E.T. and like I explained in my previous video, if you're new around here, you'll have no idea what I'm talking about, but it's good to finally watch it. But, I have always appreciated his, the design and the visual elements of that franchise, the pop culture phenomenon. But glad to have watched it. So thank you, Daniel, for sending me the DVD. But all these items were pretty cool. And also the same vein there, you've got Jaws, that whole Universal franchise, kind of Universal Studio-esque on that shelf there. Gremlins, that's another film I've not seen. Shouldn't say this stuff out loud. People get angry. They start shouting at me in the comments. All this stuff looked pretty cool. I would have liked to have seen inside these two boxes here for the T1000. They looked like they could have been 6-inch figures, but I don't know what scale they were. And forgive me, I should have probed a bit further and looked into them. This was good because you could see the actual figure inside. That was an expensive set, but for $99.99, you got this. Look at the OCP badge as well. I love RoboCop. The looked like a brilliant figure of him, and then the chair as well. When you are at rest, you'll be in the chair. Yes, I understand. T1000 there, look at that. Brilliant film, Judgment Day. I remember seeing some figures years ago that were available that you could buy with Hasbro or something, but still, they were all on the shelves. This caught my eye. I didn't buy this. I've got an Andre the Giant figure I bought from B&M years ago that looked just as good as this one. And I don't particularly want to be getting into WWE figures, but I do like classic wrestling, late 80s to the whole 90s period. But Andre the Giant, what a legend. They've now brought him into this line of figures that I do admire. This is the Elite Series, what they call Ultimate Edition. I beg your pardon. Let me say that again. Ultimate Edition. Now, they've got some phenomenal characters and waves. I never seem to catch up with the news on them. This Hogan caught my eye because it would have gone very nicely with that Andre the Giant. It's very much a WrestleMania 3 look for Hogan there. But, and there's another Andre, yellow trunks Andre there. But yeah, it's good to see that he's in there. But I see occasionally they've got them on in-demand toys, Ultimate Editions, but I don't really follow the releases. Maybe I should watch a few channels who forecast the news on it all. And here we are now, Bold Street, Forbidden Planet. And this Ahsoka poster caught my eye immediately. Really looking forward to Ahsoka. That's all I can say, really. I am excited to see what happens in that series, and I'm hoping it's going to be pretty good. There's my mate Rich there having a look inside as well. And then we flip and we're inside. This is a wide shot of the whole Star Wars sort of section. More together than they had at Worlds Apart, I'd say. I don't know who that bloke is there on the left, but you're in my shot, man. I'm only joking. I want to do a separate video on the what are they called now? Micro Galaxy. I see, I'd get into this stuff because I do love my Star Wars vehicles, but two issues really. Number one, space and where to display it. I've got a load of Action Fleet figures and vehicles that I don't display because I don't know where to do that. So why would I buy this stuff that adds to stuff that I already don't display that's in that similar sort of scale? But also I do feel that they could have made it harder for me to not buy this stuff, you know what I mean, by making it even better than it looks. It does look good, and I think it's a good line for people to get into, but personally, if they'd made it absolutely as good as the 3 3/4 inch scale vehicles are so good that when you look at that stuff, I know it's smaller, but I just think I don't need it. Pass, you know. Plus, I think if they'd made, say, for example, that Razor Crest look all shiny and Beskar-y and just make it look amazing, like it would, like screen accuracy and tone and everything, I would have got it. But interesting to see the price difference there. You've got like a TIE Fighter for 10 quid, and then you've got the Luke's X-Wing for $17.99. Bit of Luke tax there, but I don't know if you also noticed Ventress's starship. That caught my eye. I like to see all that stuff. It's good to see that they're, you know, introducing more obscure vehicles from other properties of Star Wars, like the Genndy Tartakovsky Clone Wars. Good on him. Again, 9 Gnome catching my eye, man. It's funny. I would have whipped it up and taken it to the cashier, but I just know it's coming in the, pre-order post. So patience. But, that's just an amazing figure that I've always wanted to have loose. Not that much longer now, it will arrive. And look at this for a bargain. $4.99 for a rebel soldier. Another figure, just like Ahsoka Tano. That, had you seen that swinging on a peg 5-7 years ago, whatever, you would have been absolutely falling flat on your face with surprise. You know what I mean? $4.99 for such a figure. Oh, look at this. Now, some of these figures had damage tags on them, but that one didn't have a tag saying about damage. This one might do. See, it says damage. Sold as seen. The Obi-Wan one didn't, but it still was slightly cheaper than the other figures. But then again, look at Ahsoka Tano. Imagine seeing her on a peg like that in 2017 when she cost an arm and a leg. She cost about 80 quid then. I bought her for 80. And then a few years later in 2020, God knows what she was going for, but the value of her has fallen out immensely. I was telling my mate Rich that as well when we were in there, but here's a nice wide shot of the whole display. You can't beat that. It's my hope that punters who are in their 40s or maybe younger or older walk in a place like this and see that stuff and think, my God, I remember that packaging, and get into TVC and 3 3/4 inch, man. That's exactly how I got into it, by going into a place like this. A few cool posters there. You got Indiana Jones. And yeah, look at that. You see Raiders and Temple of Doom, great movies, man. And Last Crusade is excellent. Still haven't seen The Dial of Destiny. I don't think I will. I think I'll be waiting for Disney Plus, I think. Sadly enough, but still. And then E.T. again. Daniel, I hope you're watching. Definitely stood out that bit more for me after watching the film. And I think we're coming close, ladies and gentlemen, to the end. Just a little bit of a shot of the outside on Bold Street. A brilliant day today. Looking forward to going back to Liverpool again at some point, but this will be my last time for a while, I think. Up we go towards St. Luke's. Quick wander through Chinatown, ladies and gentlemen, and that is the Anglican Cathedral where we started. A brilliant, amazing cathedral, the 7th largest in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Leave a comment below. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. Thank you for watching again. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only One. Out.